protect yourself at all times, touch gloves.
Two big men in there. Richard Lartey, who looks every one of his 27 years with one defeat in his 15 fights. Was a late arrival. He had problems with his visa before getting in.
That's probably because of the date of birth.
Second out,
a little bit more than
round
27,
one.
doesn't it? Anyway, here goes. Is Daniel Dubois going to get another spectacular quick victory? Lartey, we've heard, has got a decent right hand, but can he take a shot?
Already came out of the gate, ran with a lovely right hand there, Dubois.
Well, he's landed with a right hand there, Lartey, and a left, and Dubois just gives a little bit of ground.
Well, what happened there for Dubois? He came out and landed with a nice long right hand, just backed up Lartey a little bit, then got a little bit carried away. And this sort of weight, the last thing you want to do is start exchanging wild punches like that. It really is just a lottery.
The hugely experienced Kevin Johnson, the one man who's taken Daniel Dubois the distance. He's a big man for a 21-year-old.
That's good there from Dubois. They're using their legs there, scoring, just getting out of distance. Very important not to take anything back after you've thrown.
Well, his one loss was the only time that he's fought outside Africa. Lost in Switzerland to one Ergun Mestin. 5th round retirement defeat for Lartey. Dubois coming into this on the back of that very impressive win against Razvan Kojanu at the Royal Albert Hall. Man who'd taken Nathan Gorman the distance. Dubois accounted for him in 5 minutes 48 seconds.
It was a really good performance there from Dubois, who's improving every fight. I think the Johnson fight was important for him because he's a guy who's hard to hit clean, frustrated him, and I think he probably learned more from that than all the other blowouts that he's had so far.
Joe Joyce, an interested observer on the far side of the ring from where we're commentating. He won't miss a shot here. Possibility that he's going to be fighting Daniel Dubois, the Commonwealth champion. Joyce, an Olympic silver medalist.
The right idea there from Dubois. He went a little bit low with the left hand. I think it was a little bit below the waist, but it was the right idea just to dip down to the body. Just start getting those arms a little bit tired.
Lartey ducking low and the heads clashing as he went in. Referee's not going to stand for Lartey dragging his man on, I don't think. Dubois a little bit more measured than earlier on.
Yeah, that's good from him as well. The distance he was at there just allowed him to see what was coming back from Lartey, make him miss.
Lartey, a married man, father of twins. Hails from Accra in Ghana. 7 brothers and sisters, they'll be watching closely.
Tuck it in. Tuck it in. Then again. Right, very good, Ken. Don't close the work down on the boat. Hunter's got his heel right hand. He can't hear that. Very good. Whack it in. Put it in there. Coming off, put your covers up. Got it?
Here's Daniel Dubois being spoken to by Martin Bowers. And early on he had some terrific success, but maybe just got a bit too carried away.
Yeah, this was the second half of the round there, but he just did the right thing through a nice combination, just took a little half a step out, making Lartey fall short, not overcommitting. Opposed to earlier on in the fight, earlier on in the round, when he did sort of rush his work after landing with a good right hand. So
Dubois doing enough though to take that opening round. And we move now into the second.
Just soften him up with the jab. Just keep pumping that jab outside. No, without it being there's not enough snap in it to be a real concussive shot. It's a real heavy shot, and I think it drains the energy of the opponent. That's a bit of speed in that jab there from Dubois. Good shot.
Lartey trying to bravely fight back, swinging away at Dubois as he came in.
See, with Lartey leaning forward there, just try and, if you can get your arms free, just rip the uppercut through the middle as he's pushing you back. Even volunteer to move back a bit, so you can get a little bit of space to get that uppercut into play.
And Bob Williams is going to speak to him. Yep. Getting him in that vice-like grip is not going to be allowed, and it's not for the first time.
Still important for Dubois to keep his composure here now. Really low with that left hand.
And he's claiming time. Referee is going to give him time to recover as well.
It was low. I thought it was actually on the leg, but obviously in real time it might have. It was a low left hook.
Well, it was an accidental one, and he'll be given time. Had a rather high-profile fight last week, which had a little bit of this, which played its part. Yeah, it was low, but he's ready to continue.
Right on the waistband.
Oh, I tell you what, that right hand over the top just clipped Dubois.
Again, pushing back.
He fancies it with that right hand, Lartey. That's his danger punch. And again, he swung with that right hand as Dubois fell forward.
Well, Dubois throwing that right hand there, just leaning his body a little bit too far over the front knee. He'll get a little more turning the waist when he throws the shot.
Oh, good shot, Dubois. Great right hand. And that's hurt him. And Lartey now is wanting to cover up.
The uppercut there, Dubois.
Shakes his head at Dubois as much as to say you've got to find a little bit more. Well, Dubois says, OK, have a bit of this.
What he needs to do there with Dubois is just take a little quarter step to the side and get that uppercut on the chin. He's leaning right over the front foot there, Lartey.
Lartey just covering up, keeping his gloves up, and perhaps waiting for another opportunity to unleash that right hook. Well, another round for Dubois, but there was a moment there where he was clipped by a solid right hand. Here he is with his coach, Martin Bauer.
Great work. Everyone, no poking, yeah? Don't sit on it, just give yourself every minute in shots now. Got it? Tuck it in. Got this?
We'll watch again some of the action from the second round. Those were powerful body shots from Dubois.
With that lovely right hand and then a left hook to the body. It's good work from the back, keeping that distance nice and right.
That's where he just fell in and tried to take that right hand. Just surprised by that.
He took it quite well, though, I thought, to be fair. You know, he did the right thing. He took a few steps back, just to compose himself. He's big guy. You're going to get hurt. You're going to get burst. There's nothing wrong with that. It just means you've got to get that left hand up a little bit higher when it comes back.
Second out.
Come back a little bit faster when he throws the jab.
Third round. And both rounds so far clearly to Dubois.
What I'd like to see Dubois do is when he throws the jab, just take a little step with the back foot to the right rather than go around to your left like you normally would. Because when Lartey throws that jab there, again, you can throw that right hand over the top of the left hand. Just jab, take a little step to the right, and then throw that right hand. Keeps you away from his right hand as well, which is obviously important, and that's the shot that he burst Dubois with.
Lartey corner got very excited about that left hook counter, but Dubois got his gloves up as he did there to parry and block the blow.
Dubois this time look at the clinch first out of the two.
Referee Bob Williams trying to get them just to box their way out of it. Oh, good shot, great right hand, and Lartey falls into Dubois. Felt the weight of that. Dubois will know it.
Again, we've been saying, haven't we, that he leans over that front foot, he's invited you to throw that uppercut.
He's going to take a point away from him, I think, if he doesn't let go. He's warned him once.
Do you understand?
To be fair, if I got caught with an uppercut like that, I wouldn't be letting go either. Shot.
Well, Lartey's coming in here, giving it everything. And he's trying to launch one last, maybe, valiant attack. Goodness me. The seconds in which he composed himself gave him an opportunity to mount that.
Well, firstly, for the guy who looked like he was in trouble, recovered, didn't he? But why Dubois is playing it, is gambling like that? You've got to keep it nice and long.
Well, anxious moments there for Daniel Dubois, and people might say for the first time in his professional career. Lartey coming at him, firing back, and really putting Dubois under some pressure. Joe Joyce watching on the far side of the ring.
Good shot there from the
Penny
back.
for his thoughts.
Will he be thinking, let's hope he has a firefight like that with me? That's what he'll be thinking right now. But Dubois still doing the better work out of the two, clearly.
Again, Lartey just covering up, waiting.
That was lovely from Dubois, and just fake the jab and just clip the left hook over the top.
Stuck his tongue out at him. I don't think Daniel's going to get too phased by that.
Good jab again there from Dubois. Just got to make sure it comes up high when he brings it back.
Well, whatever else happened in that round, that dramatic exchange in the early stages was pretty extraordinary.
I'm getting tired. Listen, you've got to look at me and see what's going on. I'm watching. Got it? Look, man. Right, breathe in. He's walking on where reverse. Got it? Reverse 100 times. Coming round. He'll faint. Reverse.
Let's watch again, Barry. This was something.
Lovely left kick there from Dubois. But he thought he had him going, that's why. I didn't let him uppercut there. So, that's a good right hand there though from Lartey, right on the top of the head. To be fair, I don't think Dubois was seriously hurt. I think he just threw himself off balance.
That was where he thought he'd got him. Thought he'd got him
10
going.
seconds.
Well, just before that, he caught with that uppercut, didn't he? That real good uppercut.
Lartey comes back with
Seconds
that left
out.
hand.
This right
Round
hand.
right
four.
Good shot there from Lartey. Fantastic shot. To me, I think they're both showing good chins.
Round 4. All 3 so far to Dubois.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's doing the much better work out of the two. Couple flash points of danger, obviously, in a couple of those rounds, but Dubois just takes his time.
Good jab from Lartey there.
Makes it nice and long with the right hand as well, wasn't it, from Dubois?
Dubois catches him with the right hand, but Lartey again comes back swinging. He's got some guts, this lad.
Yeah, but see, when Dubois took a little half step back, he made Lartey miss, and that's what he needs to do. Don't just take a little step back, then throw, and then you throw back again. Don't go mixing it with the guy.
No Ghanaian has ever held a Commonwealth heavyweight championship. Nice uppercut, that's the one you've been looking for, Barry.
Wait.
Again, if he jabs now, takes a step to the right. Right, look at the gap there for the right hand. Needs to move that right foot over.
Lartey has that raw look about him, but he also clearly has a little bit of danger about him.
See, Lartey should get the close-up shot like that and walk onto Dubois, block and then throw. If you can take it on his head.
Oh, great shot, right hand it was. He walked straight onto it, and Dubois landed a peach of a right hand. Is Lartey going to get up? He's bravely trying to get to his feet, but the referee says that is enough, and it's all over. A great right hand from Daniel Dubois did the business.
And he just caught him as he was square, I think, as well, and he's got no resistance against the shot at all. It was a fantastic, real heavy punch there from Dubois. But he took a few risks tonight there, Dubois, who gambled on his power against Lartey's power and came out on top. Some parts of it he boxed really, really well, really intelligent, you know, really controlled, and another part he just sort of took a real gamble.
He really uncorked a huge right hand, though, to put Lartey down. Daniel Dubois winning once again for the 11th time and for the 10th time inside the distance. Maybe took a few more shots than one or two might like to see, but as people say, you don't get into the pond without getting your toes wet.
But also, you know, I think he showed a decent chin, I'd be fair. He took a few shots, but what he also showed as well is that he can be hit, he can be knocked back, and he can be in. You know, that was a real exciting fight, wasn't it, for while it lasted, and that's what you want to see in the heavyweight division.
There's the right hand. That's what did it. It was as Lartey was trying to unload himself, and he caught him, as Barry said, square, bang, and down he went.
There's just no resistance when you're caught like that on your heels. And I also think the accumulation of shots as well. He's taking some heavy punches, and I think there was just a little bit of wear and tear. That's a great shot. Look at that, right on the button, that right hand. Right on the button. It's a great shot.
Trying to throw his own looping right hand at the same time. Dubois beat him to the punch spectacularly.
But again, though, that Dubois gets the knockout, which is fantastic, in a situation when he was gambling again. This is a kid, I think he got a little bit of a risk factor, Bob. He likes to take a little bit of risk, likes to gamble, because he was doing well, just keeping it at range, moving in and out. But he wanted to engage. I think he enjoys the battle.
Well, he's so heavy-handed, and he also took one or two tonight, and there'll be those who have said, you know, we want to see him under pressure, we want to see him clipped. Well, he was.
He was, Joe Joyce will be watching this thinking, I hope he does that with me. I hope he don't want to get caught by Dubois, who would. But I mean, I think he'll half want to get caught in a firefight, because he's extremely strong himself, and he'll gamble on his power over his. And that's what makes that fight fascinating, if it will happen, because it literally is who's going to take the biggest gamble and who's the bigger puncher of the two.
Well, it's a British title fight which is going to happen at some point, somewhere down the line. Whether it'll be immediately or later in the year, well, we wait to see on that one. Meanwhile, Richard Lartey still getting a little bit of treatment in his corner, and he is furious that the fight has been stopped. He's shouting and shouting to those around him, saying it was wrong that it was stopped. But frankly, I suspect that he doesn't quite know exactly what happened, and the referee was absolutely right to end it.
He wasn't shouting straight after, was he, when he first got up? He was a little bit confused, a little bit dazed, and he I think the referee was spot on. He'd taken some heavy shots, and I think it was rather than just a really good shot, which he was. I think it was accumulation of punches through in the last few rounds, which just wear and tear.
It's not too long back that Bob Williams was the referee who was criticised roundly for allowing a fight to go on too long. This time, for me, he got it right, ended it at the right time, and Dubois gets the spectacular win. And here now comes Thomas Treiber to give the formal announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 1 minute 50 seconds of round number 4. Your winner by countout, and now the WBO Global Heavyweight Champion, Triple D, Daniel Dynamite Dubois.
What a wonderful situation we have in heavyweight boxing in Britain at the moment. And Daniel Dubois, as he gets that belt wrapped around his waist, is right in the heart of it.